Good evening, everyone. I'm Tassenix, and welcome to the grand finale of Season 73 5 vs 5 Grand Arena Championship. It is Week 3, Round 3. My opponent is Sashaisha, the grizzled veteran. I was afraid I was going to have two Erodiums, but as it turns out, Sasha must have also had himself a time with Herbert, and so here we are. How is everybody doing tonight? Good to see you guys. Let's see, Wolfman, Kadar, the Heratran, Darth Salea. Really appreciate you guys. How's everybody doing? DRC says, the poor rollout really zapped my interest to a level where I'm leaving a 700 million guild for something more casual. Am I reading yesterday's stream? Yeah, I'm reading yesterday's stream, not today. Okay, well, hey there. Greyport, good to see you. Dragon King Reaper, good evening. Liking the hat choice tonight? Yeah, man. DOB raid? What? Troopers on break. Well, welcome everybody coming over there. Yes, it is a good end to the Season K Villa, a heavyweight match, indeed. Always a fun time fighting Sasha. We're gonna get the predictions started here over on Twitch side. What's it gonna be? What's the type of scores? What should I give myself? Should it be? I'll tell you this much. Let's assume that we're each gonna have a little bit of fun. Let's say 2 or less, 3 or more. How's that sound? So Tico just raided in with a party of 2. Welcome. Good to have you. I'm here. So if you guys were here the other night for the chill stream, Dagger sent me a nice little bottle of cognac. And also, so something like, something good and something bad. The cognac was the good. Here's the bad, and this is me paying my debt to society. So, he bought me something nice, and then he bought me this. And now I feel like I'm back at a house party in 2005 where if I literally could have afforded anything, surely I would have afforded something better than this. But yes, here I go with Steel Reserve. Yeah, that's nostalgic flavor. Hey, Yarmush, how's it going? All right. Steve Degner rated in with a party 1. You know what? It counts, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. All right, so yeah, if you don't know Sasha, he is one of the winningest, #1 world ranked players, season after season ever. So this is always a good fight. All right, the prediction is live. Let's get underway. All right, rank 12 fighting rank 2. Yes, there's Erodiums in between, but whatever, it is what it is. We're in the same bracket. It's some of those Erodiums aren't actually signed up, but anyways, my 16.7 million GP to his 16.1. Top 80, my 3.24 million to his 3.20. Zetas, my 431 to his 423. Ha! GC Omicrons, we both have 88. Top 80 average speed, my 168 to his 162. Nice. For mod analysis, plus 25 speed mods, my 316 to his 261. 20 to 24 speeds, my 624 to his 488. I'm gonna turn off battle map so it doesn't ping every time somebody's logging out. Okay. Plus 20 speeds, my 940 to his 709. Plus 4% offense mods, my 303 to his 252, kind of closer there. Plus 6% offense, my 112 to his 80. Plus 9% offense mods, my 175 to his 233. All right, somebody putting the work on my defense number. 14% defense mods, my 53 to his 55, so much closer, but still got me. All right, relic analysis, total levels, my 2646. Is 2484. Relic 10s. I have one. Yes, it's GL Ahsoka, as you'll see. That was for all of you who will ask. That was one of the things that my guild requested, and I did that. The next one, I think I'm going to do what I want. We'll see where that lands. Odds are it's probably going to work either way for TW. That stuff is Nasty. I got to get through it, though. I'm honor bound. All right. Got to take the bad with the good. All right, Relic 9's my 192 to his 123. Relic 8's my 103 to his 150. You guys remember? It was earlier this year, but it doesn't feel like it was all that long ago when I had crossed 100 Relic 9s. Jeez. Datacron analysis. Total rerolls. Yeah, my numbers kind of busted because I think I'd already broken down a lot of set 23 by the time I ran this, so my number doesn't matter. But as far as his goes, he had more than me anyway. 482 rerolls, 68 level 9 Datacrons, and then one of each in the ranges of 6 to 8 and 3 to 5. So yeah. All right. Dragon King Reaper. My alliance mate got absolutely decimated again against Relic 9 Ray. Okay, yeah, I believe that. So Tika, we'll be cooking dinner, listening in. Remember, feel, don't think. Trust your instinct. I appreciate that, Tika. All right, as far as GLs go, what's he got cooking these days? Wow, it's a relatively thin slacker. Kind of dangerous to do these. You're doing that for Pirate King? Okay, fast JMK. Alright, all looks good. A really fast Balin. Like it. Jealous. I hate it. Hey, Kadar! Thank you for the follow and the sub on YouTube. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Alright, yeah, all this looks pretty good. It's all within the regular band. Nothing is, like, hyper-specialized or anything, you know? Alright. That's it for the Hot Utils compare. Alright, let's take a look at the Omega Bot report. This is reviewing the last 2 weeks of history here. We can see that, in general, Sasha doesn't mind going earlier, so good odds on it. I'll give you guys a spoiler. He already did do some attacks. All right, as far as speed goes, yes, it looks like I have the most. Hopefully that matters. We both have all the Omicrons. Nothing to see here. He has had, let me think about this, 1, 2, 3 legitimate rounds going into week 3. I believe probably had one eroded. It would really suck if he had 2 legitimate rounds going into this because, yeah, his numbers are thrown off, obviously, by the sheer number of 69, 68, 67. But, yeah, otherwise, he's dropping a lot of 65. So, as far as drops go, what's it look like? 1, 2, and this is like a 3 shot, right? So, 3, total of 3 dropped attacks all season. Defense. Pirate King Hondo Onaka. People been eating it. Some non-green colors there. Finn Zori as well. Sith Eternal with Watt. Yeah, he's been setting like Sea Trench with the Trench Cron. Ahsoka with Ezra. Rey Swolo. Lord Vader. Saw. Jedi Master Mace. Jabba. Malgus. Malgus Queen. He'll mix up like this last team. Executrix. Malevolence. Home 1. Keeping it light on defense, saving triple meta for offense. Pirate King Hondo Onaka. He was good on that. All right, so what is it that he's likely to have set up front? Rey Swolo, Malgus, and then anybody's guess between your pick of 2 of the small yellow bars. All right, on offense, he's been doing Slacker, Wampa. Or he can get away with it, damn. Leia, Bane, Afra, Gungans, JMK, Great Mothers. Man, he's mixing it up a lot. Gas Cracks, Reva, Fugitive Omega, AML, Balin, Maz, Duckus. Really? Alright. On Fleet, Leviathan, Executor, and Profundity. Like I said, only 3 real attacks. 3 real opponents all season going into week 3. All right. Imagine they change their defense just because they're fighting you. Oh, yeah. No, that's pretty common up here. The people that I fight know that I scout, so it behooves them to shake it up. But yeah, so if I'm always trying to counterpunch you, and then you're going to shake up what you've been doing and what you've been practicing all season just to fight me, okay. Yeah. Might get me, you might not. But okay, I'm willing to have that be the case. It's pretty cool being in depth with a community like that. I mean, we all kind of know each other up here, so you know, we're all on very good terms. And obviously, Sasha being a co-host on the podcast, we see each other weekly. Yeah. All right, Ahsoka with Ezra and a Sith Eternal Watt. So that was also a C Trench team. Are his only 2 dropped attacks. All right, where are we with the prediction? 30 seconds remaining on the clock. I will leave that to you folks. What's it going to be? Am I going to have 2 or less dropped attacks, or is it going to be 3 or more? I appreciate you hitting those buttons, Kadar. No worries. There's no ads. Yeah, okay, that's good. Good. Well, I don't intend that. I mean, I didn't change anything with my ad settings, so if there are no ads on tonight, then cool. I don't know. On the YouTube side. All right. What's the prediction say? Wow. Wow, I'm sure glad I didn't go with 1 or less, because you guys are still pretty confident. So 82% went 2 or less. 18% went 3 or more. Right. Let's have a look at the board so far. Sashaisha has already put in some attacks. I will follow down with you from Primebot. Okay. God, that tastes disgusting. All right. So, the good news is we did get a drop with Riva pretty much immediately. He got a 12 on that first attack, so it was the very first thing he did. Killed Riva, killed Grand Inquisitor in 7th on the first go. Cleaned it up, though, for 43. So, yeah, a full banner cleanup. Fine. Against Ray, Swolo, Zalbar, GK, Xeris with the Jawa Kron, he scored a 65. Against Treya, Nihilus, Savage, Red, and Talon. So it's still the 100% added offense first order level 6, but instead of it being the dark side buffs, it's now bulk. Because depending on what he wants to flex into it, bulk could be a little more challenging. Not 100% sure what he did, but he got a 58. My guess is he did Fugitive Omega here, because he's done this before and gotten a 61, and I think that the banners are just a little bit worse when that level 3 is bulk and not dark side buffs up. Against Java, Chrysanthemum, Bausch, Embo, and Boba, he scored a 62. So, Riva? Possible Riva? That's like a Riva type score. See here. Ah, you have YouTube Premium. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Glad you like that. All right. So, how do you check to see what they scored, says Sotico. Yeah, on many Swugga Discords, including mine, you can find Primebot. And just, start a DM with Primebot. Like, send it like a single character, whatever. Open a DM. Then you're going to do /watch, start typing watch, and the full command name is watchad, but it's going to prompt you to put in the ally code for your opponent. And then it's going to chirp at you. And let me show you. Let me show you what it does. You see this? You see how it reports? So it's it'll tell you the banners. And you can see that I respond. So when I start it'll chirp at you what the banners are. You get that notification. That's your cue to open up the phone, or however you're looking at the game, and see what it is that they cleared. And then I write back to Primebot, just as like a notepad, what it was. And now that's how I keep track with this as I go. So it doesn't tell me the teams. You have to go and catch that for yourself, but you get the alert as soon as the banners are registered. And so, yeah, that's how I do it. All right. In the back here, he's got Fugitive Omega with Rolocron. I haven't set this all season. And for that, he got a 65. So maybe JML, but JML can actually lose banners on this. So, wonder. All right, Great Mothers, he's yet to face. That's with Marin, with the Night Trooper Cron. Finzori with the Rose Cron. The final hurrah. Oh, yeah. Against... Yeah, I already told you about the future. All right, top side. Against Pirate King. So, he's dropped against this composition with OG Hondo, Silvo, Vane, and Quiggold. But today, he got a 56 on it. So... Still slacker, still rough, but a one-shot nevertheless. Let's hope we fare better. All right, against Ahsoka with Ezra. Light side 25% turn meter cron, 100% health on the stat, and 65 banners anyway. Neat. All right, Jedi Master Mace with a 25% turn meter cron. Malgus with a dark side bulk, some health, some offense. You know the cron, I was using it recently. Vance just popped into Twitch chat. Dropped 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Hey, Cal, are you winning, son? Yeah, we're not started yet. But, you know, Sasha put up a devilish score, if you will, of 666 against your boy, so see what happens. All right. For Sasha's defense, top side, Java, Kersantin, Bausch, Embo Boba with the Sorticron. Freya, Nihilus, Savage, Talon, Red with the bulk double offense. Looks familiar. Setup. Pirate King Hondo, OG Hondo, Quiggle, Brutus, like no, and then Ahsoka with Ezra. So, yes. All right. Jedi Master Mace, Jocasta, Depa, Ayla, Temple Guard with what? Turn meter, crit damage. Okay. Now he's got Maz down. So, I really wrestled with whether or not to set Lord Vader, but the thing is that Sasha is the type of guy to do something squirrely like, something like a random JMK Ezra in the back. Obviously, we won't be dealing with that today, and I don't think we will be seeing JMK on defense. Still, the type of thing he would do. All right. So yeah, I'm still thinking about this because this is the sort of setup where I could do the C solo here. That would mean like JML against this Malgus, which is way less attractive than the opposite way around. I'd rather do like C Watt to this. Because look at this. Like, I don't want to have to push through all this. This 89% health on the stat and then Dark Side bulk level 3? Nah. I don't want it. So I feel like Sith Eternal is going to end up going there. Now, Rey, Swallow, Cal, GK, Zalbar with the fast ultimate charge. Rey 9, ability block 6, and yes, stacking offense level 3. 13% health, 48% offense. It's reasonably terrifying. Yeah, something I think about. Dragon King, take a risk task. Come on. No. We'll see. We got. I have been punished for taking my risks this season, and I'm sure you've all been entertained by them. But yeah, there's been a couple just bad airs, and then I don't know, some gambles that did not pan out. Steel Reserve. Damn you, Dagger. Gotta push through this. Okay, so what am I gonna do here? I guess the first thing is to decide what I want to do about his Rey. So let's just take a look at how a couple of his recent opponents have dealt with Rey. Just full JMK. I have considered that. I actually have such a cron as this. It is something I am thinking about, because JMK's kind of been an overkill all season. EP Star Killer is just not going to work. Okay. EP Star Killer, like, it could work. What I'm worried about is the ability block. If they only focus Emperor Palpatine, then I guess I wouldn't worry about it. But not guaranteed. And ability block at the wrong time on Star Killer or Mara Jade, I think is probably really bad. Yeah, okay. You got to make some Gatorade, but you're waiting to see how this pans out. Yeah, I got to make a decision about that. That's what I'm working on first. I think this was a dud round, right? Yep. Rhodium. How did Barator? Yeah, you went in with Queen. Now, you did Cam and Echo. I think that's interesting. Probably a little easier to deal with. I wonder how important that is. But he hadn't been setting it, right? This is a special twist. Yeah, he had been setting Jawa. I think that Queen would handle the fight pretty much the same. They'd have to be hitting decoys, so there's that. Is Sasha not hopping on to egg you on? He did say he had a family function. He might be able to tune in later in the stream, but I wouldn't hold your breath, guys. Not good for your health, I think. All right, so I think the two options then would be Queen and JMK. If it's Queen, I think JMK is the safest way to deal with this, guys. We'll just execute the Cal. So that means something like Queen against Maz, C against Malgus, and I think I'll go for Saw here on Jedi Master Mace. What do we like for that? Sawcrax, Kyle Luthen. I've seen people do this with Cassian and with Baze. We do have an offensive AoE Dispel from Saw. Interesting. Yeah, the Baze model's pretty bad. You're not wrong about that. Do I have a tab open for Jedi Master? I do. This is Kron. For that. Look at me. Yeah, okay. So a few fights. This is what I was talking about. I remember seeing Cassian. Here's Kara. Kara's kind of nice. You did this. Aha, like so. Yeah, I was thinking that Ampag would just be insane on this. I wonder... 2 minutes with Ampag. It's pretty nice. 2 minutes with Ampag? That's tempting. That is tempting. What was that? That was Cara Dune, was it? We have such things. What did I say was the Kron I was going to use with it? Oh, that was using Addis Kron. Pretty good. Hey, Sheepdog, good to see you. Bane's model is still pretty cooked, too. Yeah, it's not, the proportions are a little off. Hey, Schnook, I'm sorry I missed you earlier. Going last has the advantage this time. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you weren't already aware of PrimeBot, ages old. Seriously though, what are we heading to? So there was that. Guys did it this way. It doesn't seem like you really go wrong. $145. What a crushing blow that would be. Let's try it this way for fun. How's that? All right, first fight. Try and lock down, destroy, what's her name? Asta. Hey, Kimmy, good to see you. Good evening, Tass, and good luck. Appreciate you. And here we go. Okay. Mild concern. Okay. First. What do we want? Oh, that seems rather crucial. Oh, no, don't do that. Please. Boost yourself so that you have... No, you don't have Frenzy. You were supposed to have Frenzy. Alright, you? Bye-bye. Damn you, dagger, for this. Ugh. Okay, so this was fun. I mean, I see the wisdom here. Cassian is probably easily the thinnest of the band. Okay, what do we want? We really want for Kyle just to get another turn. Everybody else kind of tapped off? I mean... Okay, so these guys are all in turn, keep losing a little health when they go. There it is. Okay, gave it to him. Horizon! Just rated with 22 viewers. Well, welcome! Welcome over! Yeah, just did the first fight. You haven't missed a lot, but we just had a successful Saw against Jedi Master Mace. Saving us JML for... I don't want to do it against Malchus. I think that doing it against... doing it against her has its own risks. Kind of what I'm thinking right now, guys. Yes, thank you for raiding on over, Horizon. How did it go? How did it end up for you? Dragon King says, I feel bad I voted against you. It makes me feel like I'm preying on your downfall. No. It's fair. You see it all honestly. You see the highs and the lows here. I do lose matches. So, I'm not offended when somebody takes the over. All right. Real moment of executive decision. All right, so that one, I was going to do that one anyway. The next real call is just doing Slacker, yeah? Face the music. We'll take the bulk one. See, I have one with bulk, some other bulk on the cron. Hopefully that's enough. All right. 1804, yeah, Horizon says an 1804 full clear. A couple of drops, but Chippy loved our top 100 songs of all time countdown list. So it's a win all around. Nice, Horizon. Very nice. Yeah, no, we used the Radis Focus Datacron with Saw to take on Jedi Master Mace. Saw it in the data, couldn't help but to try. All right, yeah, I was sensing that we had ads coming on in a minute because I don't want you guys to miss this fight. So I'll answer. You know, let's do a couple questions while we're waiting for that to pass, I guess. Socratic Jawa says, I'm confused about an era thing. If I want to get to Gear 13 for era characters, they have to be era level 75, right? Can somebody confirm that? I know that being 65 should be Gear 12, so that doesn't sound outrageous, what you're saying. That needs 5 stars from what I understand. Does that era level apply to all the era characters? I would assume that the answer is yes, because to be able to unlock Spider Maul at the end of the era, you have to have all of the era characters at a minimum of 5 stars, right? I think that's the case. Now, the higher you have those stars, the higher you unlock Spider Maul, and I don't know how or when you'll be able to earn the shards to bring you from 5 to 7 stars if you miss out on the opportunity in the first go. If somebody knows, feel free to correct me, but that's really the only reason I think anybody has to push to get a character to 7 stars by the, you know, all the characters to 7 stars by end of the era, is if you're worried about missing out on 7-star Spider Maul. You can unlock Spider Maul at 4 stars with the first 5 marquees at 4. Okay, so it's not 5. Okay, so you can unlock him in a minimum of 4 stars with all the characters at 4 stars. So thank you for correcting me. It's out there. Appreciate you. Any of the cupping OG Datacrons you're interested in? I'm going to put out a video here in the coming days on it. I wanted to take a look through the Focus Datacrons, but I don't have them accessible to me yet. So anyway, I wanted to be able to fiddle around with them. And yeah, I'm very interested in the stats on the set. Obviously, as Fatal was saying earlier tonight, out of all of the role-based abilities, the attacker long text level 6 is the outsized champion. So much so that you really have to wonder how effective the other level 6s are going to be when, in many to most circumstances, your opponent's going to bring an attacker level 6 against you. So, I don't know. RX Dealer 73 says, hey Tass, your last chill stream was awesome. Really appreciate the alternative perspective. I think CG did us dirty by fooling people into purchasing Coliseum stuff without any insight into what it's for. Yeah, it was definitely not made clear, guys, to any of us, because it's only a couple days where I got the a couple days ago where I got the understanding that I got, and I knew that we should have a stream to talk about it. So. Yeah, Fatal was licking his chops over the options with the healer words level 6. Yes. Especially, with the 25% turn meter. I know he's very interested in that, but... yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see. Just like that long text support level 6 really defined that Datacron set the last time we had role-based level 6, I wonder if Attacker isn't going to feel just the same. Yeah, the buff immunity. Yeah, there's good stuff going on in the other level 6s. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to naysay them. I am trying to say that I wonder if the level 6 doesn't just trivialize everything. So. Alright, are we back from that fight? Yeah. Yeah, Swuggle Player Zero says, I like and appreciate answering questions during ads, but that's usually good info that we miss. Yeah, I don't think I've said anything indispensable so far. Waiting for the notification saying that the ads are over. But, yeah, let's hope that this goes as well or better for me than it did for him. What I'm really hoping for is that Pirate King doesn't open up with Special 1 on Slacker. Push me back. Longest possible ad set of all time? Or did I just miss my own notification? Ad should be over. There it is. Okay, so we are back. Yeah, no, what I was saying is that just watching Fatal stream just a little bit earlier, he was going over something that, I mean, I saw the power of the level 6, but he makes a good point that when you compare the other, like, powerful, like long text mostly, level 6 abilities for the other roles, Attacker seems disproportionately powerful. Yeah. Horizon, thanks for gifting a sub. Appreciate you. Out to Swugga Player. All right, here we go. It's time to face the music. Lady Luck be with me. It wasn't with me at the end of last season when we last fought. I'm really needing Lady Luck to do stuff. Don't you dare. Oh, we got lucky. Oh. Okay, that's good. Yep, this one. Here. To the other attacker, maybe to you. We'll be able to swipe immediately after you do the third. I feel like we'll be alright, so let's just stab. We also want to keep the fight moving. I actually want to do the lightning. Now that's some bullshit right there. That shouldn't happen. You were stunned. You're supposed to be dead. It really is some fucking bullshit. That better not fucking cost me anyway. Don't you dare. Fucking dare. Hey. Hey. Oh my god, please get me to the next turn. Okay? I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine. How are you? Please just get me out of here. I gotta say, complete force shit, the whole surviving thing. Oh, we're in trouble. That is creative. Okay. Good. How do we proceed? The attackers, patently dangerous. We don't swipe, though. We're not going to be able to chain, and if I can't chain, I think I'm fucked. Okay, please don't. Don't hit him. I don't need you to hit him. Maybe hit him? Boss, you're really letting me down. I was hoping that that unique would, do approximately anything. We don't. Bad. Boom. It's gonna be a... I need a mass assist. It's gotta be here. Gotta be now. Fucking dear. Will you all just die? Fucking damn. Really have to insist on the stopping of the taking. I was gonna say, if you respawn for any reason at all, the rage. Oh. Okay, Hondo's at least locked. Only for a moment. Like 2 minutes on the clock. Damage immunity out the wazoo. No sweat. Just hope and fucking dream. Yeah, man. That is extraordinary. So we'll have to take the fight as is. We have to. Alright, so we have Seer Malicos. Good. This is why I needed to do this, because any of my other ideas for how to deal with Ray... Yeah. Always stun the tank if they have the wordy level 6. I want to say for at least the first couple of turns, Quiggled can't be stunned. I want to say that's the issue. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Alright. So, it's bad that OG Hondo is alive, but we still have to take the fight as it is. They will have lightning raids, so there's no value in bringing crew. Here, Malicos... Cal... Maul... Fallen. Starkiller could be great. We don't really... I mean, they do have DI at some point, so it's not for nothing. And we certainly aren't gonna miss him. In this case, it would be great to have also a bulk run. I would prefer to do Dark Side buffs level 3, but I worry. Ah, man, but that's the thing. Why don't we do it this way, then? Do it with high health on the Kron. This one. But buffs up level 3. Alright, let's see. Swugga gameplay, 95-25 says, I also failed the same fight in the first round after getting Silvo out. Then failed the battle with Seer. Surprisingly, Great Mothers beat them. Fair. It is perhaps helpful to know. Oh man, I didn't even know we had a hype train going, so I guess I didn't deserve it. And it did end at level 1. Thank you guys for starting that. I'm sorry I missed it. I just tangled up in that Slacker fight. Alright. Do I want to look this up? Yeah, Slacker got blown out. Yes, not good. He scored like a 56, but he still pulled it out with his Slacker, I presume. So, situation grim on that one.
Gotta be. No.
It's funny, we met at the end of the last 3 vs 3 season where my Slacker tanked on his Pirate King, but that I didn't have Dre in there. I did today. And a Dark Side bulk level 3. Not that it saved me.
Okay.
Nice. Well, thank you all for being here. We had already had a couple raids in. And let's see how we get through this now.
I'm just saying, like,
Oh, I appreciate it. Yes. Okay, and they locked down Malicos. You can't make that shit up. Good. And that in under meets expectations. Let's go. And get his shit on. Ready. So. You are... Yeah, so we purged that, and that's set him free. Now we got 4. What do I do with you? I guess we middle, then call back around. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is the answer. That's not as good. Okay, so what? Increase cooldowns on him, I guess? And then pound through Quiggled? Might be it. Can't ignore taunting. Okay. Okay. Stop doing all the turns. Son of a bitch. Kill it. Ideally with fire. Good. Now, I permit you officially to take a turn. 13k offense. Alicos with offense. I better do it. Shit can't be evaded. So, don't be evaded then. Okay, no stun. Not mad at you. I appreciate you also taking no damage. Good. Okay. Resume. Do we actually just try to pound through? I wonder. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boink. The answer was yes. Good, good. Okay. Crit. Ah, that's not good. What do we do? Do we heal him here? Got plenty of durability yet. Thick lad. Health modding, I'm guessing? Jesus. Okay. I appreciate your singular focus. I'm appreciating it less than I used to. I'd stop. Okay. Give me that buff immunity. You were actually supposed to give me the buff immunity. I was reasonably clear about it. Works for me. Terror. And plus, damn you, Sasha. All right. Mall. Oh. Plus, it was only one. Say that was a 43? Wasn't that? 1 plus 43? All right, so we paid the blood price to get through that. I'll have to see about some other things. JML. yeah, JM. Oh, I see. We fought CIS Red Sun, says Solo Base. I'm in Solo Base's guild, and yeah, we did win. And I guess he's saying that they have a massive JML Relic 10s. Not that it saved them. You can say that of anything, anytime, anywhere.
I can say though.
Fair. Fair.
Guys,
I'll let Solo answer for that. I just work here.
I just work here too.
They don't even let me run the fryer. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm saying, but I can.
Mm-hmm. Bad. You know what? I'm actually going to err on the side of health with this. Do I have one that's more health than it is crit damage? That's also a bulk. See, this bulk is pretty dope. But I'd like crit damage. Show me lights. You would be.
Right.
I respect it. Respect the view. This is probably the best choice. All right, let's run it. You're off to see your Bucks have a second half that Heralds will sing of for seasons to come. Have a good rest of your stream and be good or don't get caught, says Horizon. Take care, man. Thank you for the raid. Have a good evening. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, good. People haven't been able to hear you verbally harass me today. That's very nice. Give me just a moment, folks.
I've said good luck.
All right, there you go. There's the dagger you all have been waiting for.
Oh my god, I've said good luck.
The opportunity is here. All right. Let the
You're
games...
saying I'm verbally harassing him when I've been wishing him good luck and trying to help him.
I'm reminded of your mom.
Yeah.
Maximum Industries.
Soga player, I did Ezra, and my next two are going to be JML and DR. DR specifically for Guild Fleet, JML so I can kick the shit out of Ray and Ahsoka.
Oh, very nice.
And yeah, I did Ezra because he just felt like the very best value initially, especially going into 3v3.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Turd. I am so well known for just not being helpful to tasks whatsoever.
Everybody's got to be good at something. That's our dagger.
Yeah, after
This
I do
is
JML
Poland.
and DR, I'm not sure who my fourth is going to be. I might hold on to him for a bit to see. But Leia is a really good, likelihood of one. Yeah, The Stranger's not coming out for like another month and a change, 6 weeks ish. But I will try to have one ready for him too. But guild asks come first.
It's true. Boink. Out here getting done.
No, the Steel Reserve is because I got him really
It's because
nice
there's a
cognac.
price to all things.
And I got him really nice cognac.
I gotta say, I mean, I'm no stranger to enjoying a drink, but I did drink that whole damn thing in one go. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
man. I hope... the girlfriend did say that there were some cheaper ones she could recommend if you liked it.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Because that's like 65 or 70 bucks a bottle kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't plan to make a lifestyle of it, honestly.
Yeah, it's the reason I drink cheaper whiskey as well. If I'm going to have a glass most nights, I'm not trying to...
I don't think I will.
Yeah.
This way.
The only thing that gives me pause about R10ing the Stranger is that Maz is going to just, like, okey-doke the fuck out of him. Because he's going to insta-gib somebody, he's going to get the permadeath mark and get insta-gibbed back.
It's actually true.
So, not saying it's not a good choice, just that's the only thing that I think would give me pause to R10ing the Stranger.
You bastard. He can't do that. Shoot him. Or something. Alright, 62.
Damn, that Ben just, like, at the end, there was like, I
Yeah.
hear you don't
Just
like
popped-
banners.
Just popped right up there at the end. Alright. So, what did I say? Queen here for this one.
Yeah, thankfully, Swugga Player 0 was a 375, not a 750, or he would have been, like, extra fucked.
This is just as vile as I remember it being, so really appreciate this experience, Dagger. Wouldn't change a thing. Love it. Love
What?
you. Just wonderful.
Look, I'm
Hey.
not the one who ever decided that it was a good idea to have my viewers make me drink.
Don't stop till you get enough. Is it? Is that it?
No, I was saying that if you drank an entire liter
Mhm.
of cognac, you
Mhm.
would be, like, you know, not so great.
I believe that. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. It was a 375 I got you, not a 750.
Yeah, it could be worse. All right, we're going to go for the Underman here with the Darth Vader Cron, as demonstrated
I believe
on
in you.
Look at our GG data. Yes. See how wide.
Yeah, Tailspin. Ben really did just say, fuck your banners.
He really did. I'm not tilted, and I think it's important that everybody knows that. I'm not mad. You're mad.
Yeah. Heinze gave the community a bunch of good things. And one of the bad ones is he gave us shoeies.
Oh.
I love you, Ranger, and I know that you do it for the fans. Man, nah, couldn't be me.
But in the words of
Appreciate you.
Dolomite, fuck them kids.
We live in a world where that needs...
But that's not good. There's going to be a
community
Revive coming soon to theaters near you. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah. Taz, we live in a world where that statement by Dolomite needs, if it was on Twitter, it would need community notes added.
Yeah. There's definitely some elements of the past that don't stand up here in the present. Come on now.
Job0991. Dagger, please make fun of DeKalb's PC client. I don't know anything about his PC client. I'm under the impression that he's just like Flintstoning it out there with his little pedals trying to make his computer work.
Hurtful, I imagine. Probably not to me, but to some. I feel like I'm going to immediately get punished the very second that I decide to use that third. So you know what I'm going to go ahead and do is not that. But can we finish Athano? Possibly before the end of time. Revive one,
hey,
don't let it be Maz. No, you weren't. Honestly, you were specifically supposed to not do that.
Sorry, this is not going your way, man. I'm sorry. This is... there we go. Okay.
No, it's fine.
Man, that was...
and now we can stun. Mischief managed.
6-7.
Shame on you. Shame on you. You're closer to 40 than you are to anything the fuck else. Shame on
you. Sorry.
Are you? You could be sorrier.
I could be sorrier, yes.
Alright, see Watt out here.
Oh, Dragon King Reaper. I really wish I could farm for Queenie before 4 million. Oh, that's right. Proving Ground is locked behind 4 million, isn't it? That's unfortunate. Sorry, man.
Heidenkron. The way we...
Yeah, Evo Banana Shenanigans. Yeah, that was absolutely the Steve Buscemi. Hello there, fellow children.
How do you do, fellow kids?
That's what it is. How do you do, fellow kids? Yeah, that was definitely my Steve Buscemi moment, yes.
Mm-hmm. Why are you wishing Malgus to kill me? Which side are you on?
I'm on yours.
I know better than that.
No, I'm actually, for once, I'm actually on your side. I'm not Team Sasha. Oh, they want their points.
Why? It's two. Two or less, 3 or more. We only have the one drop.
Oh, you only had the one?
Y'all can calm the fuck down. I'm getting a damn thing.
Giga broke.
Ain't getting a damn thing. Not yet. Not today. Today, Satan. All right,
Paratran says, I keep betting on Tass and I've lost 3 times in a row. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, well,
betting on the Yoke.
But to be fair, that's also because I fought Herbert 3 times in a row. Which, you know, the game is not without its sense of irony when dealing with me. Man.
Well, Heratron, let there be a lesson to you that Tass doesn't have it versus Herbert.
You know what? Oh. Right there. Pick up.
Tell Tass to not fuck this up so I don't have to eat water and drink ice soup tonight. You hear, Heratran?
Appreciate you, Heratran. Alright, yeah, we're not quite to shop time yet.
Tailspin, do we have a Tass versus Sasha win rate tracker? I believe it's 3-7 the last time I checked.
We have, look at the fuck up yourself, because I'm not telling you. That's the rating. That's the rating.
Yeah, it's not been great in Tass's favor. I'll just kind of leave it at that.
You can take that for me.
Yeah.
There we go. There's no hope.
Eric, but I've lost 35k channel points already. Damn.
R.I.P.
Rip
the
the
roster
roster
review.
review.
Yeah, yes, I think I've lost 35,000 channels. There is no mercy. All right. What kind of horseshit is here in the back? Let's see it. All right, you got a
It's not
Seer
actually that much
team.
horseshit.
That's interesting. Seer Star Killer. Queen Amidala, okay, and Fugitive. All right, we've got some stuff to deal with these. Interesting.
I got JML to work super effectively versus that Bad Batch team.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
Even with Rolocron.
I'm sure you did. What'd you just take? A 25% turn meter with high prom? Just steam it?
Yep. I don't know what to do against that Seer team.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll figure something out. I feel like that's like Bane.
I don't think Balin does that.
Pretty sure Bane does it, though.
I hope Bane does it. Otherwise, that shit's going to be real rough.
Pretty okay with what I think that one could look like.
Bane Wampacron?
So what I need to know is, I want to say Lord Vader can be my ticket out of this. Unity. So he's got himself one of these crons here just before lock, which is insane. Yeah, so that's fine. So this is the no revive. So yeah, Lord Vader would actually be pretty nice to have for this. All right, let's map this out. Zarius and JK. So how's it going to work? She's going to start off with the extra turn meter. Does that put her out ahead of Lord Vader? If it does, well, it won't matter because she's not going to use her third first anyway, right? Forget. It's been a while since I've fought her. The Seer is going to be best dealt with by the likes of Bane. You know, I'm going to check it out anyway. So. Here, Plateau, small. What was it? Star Killer Crew. Step on up. Don't die. Whisper.
Yeah, Swogga player, you generally don't do the middle a whole lot when you're doing Bane versus Seer.
Not enough scene. What's the important thing here? Drop the crew. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Vanishingly rare as far as data goes. I wouldn't hunt it with a turn. I mean, I guess I could link Star Killer and Maul if I had C Bane or Star Killer and Malicos. That is, I could ignore a crew taunt, but that's not everything. Funny, I thought about action.
Do you think Lord Vader can do that?
Really? There's so well. Okay, fuck this. Back to the composition. Star Killer, you. T-Bane, J&K, Gungans, really? Talk to me about that. What did that look like? Not as many stats. I want to see if there's somebody with really...
That Wampacron is a really good one, though.
Yeah, I could see that.
Rolo versus Wampa?
I could see that.
Oh, Balin is good.
Balin is the one-size-fits-all solution.
If you have Hondo. I'm pretty
sure
sure
Hondo to do the lockdown. That is fair. But we're going to be faster than all of them. Now, what's the one thing I don't want to do? I guess I don't want to bring Dash for AoE days. Not today. Well, he did there, though.
River Phoenix. Yeah, the ads thing is not great.
What ads thing? Ads should be over.
It'll say ads are over, then play another ad.
Good. Sorry about that.
It's okay. The chat's just talking about like, yeah. I've had that happen to me on Twitch the last couple of weeks.
Sounds annoying. I'm sorry. Yeah, see, Balin can drop as well. So
dumbass.
Balin's not a dunk by any means. I think that's an important thing to see here.
Terratran offered you a solution, River Phoenix.
Yes, sub to the channel. That's right. I think he's probably just, looking out for that gift sub that he knows that he's waiting. Maybe.
Pilsner Nomads is just lurking somewhere.
Maybe. All right, let's talk about the plan topside. See what can be then. So for Treya, that can be Balin. There is no saw, so Balin now goes here. If it doesn't otherwise go somewhere. Sure. Jabba, we could use either Lord Vader or Jabba. Jabba might end up getting used. Got Leia here, of course, for Ahsoka, so I have to do that one way or the other.
Tailspin, it's pretty tough to be not subbed with Pills and Nomads in the community.
It's true, Tail. Appreciate you. Ooh, it's so hot. Take off the hat. Cooking in here. All right. What are the teams that I'm not considering right now? So, JML is not technically.
Yeah. Riva Song is about to get banned from Tassa's server if he posts that Treya gif many more times, man. Shit makes my eyes bleed.
All right, so JML can go versus Fugitive. AML, Yoda, JPL. Here can have. It would be hilarious to do that. Fucking Gungan. It would be worth it.
Lady Geek has a question for you, Tass.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm neck deep in lookups. What happened to the hat? I literally just took it off. I'm sweating. I am sweating. So, I mean, here's the hat in spirit. I just had it on, but yeah. It is a genuine leather hat, and I'm sure the perils of sweaty leather. So, yeah.
Did you get that fan I sent you 3 times over the last year?
Probably not. No. And if I did, it's probably been stolen and is in somebody else's room now.
Yeah, I sent you that stand-up office fan.
You remember vaguely. I don't think I ended up purchasing it. If you send it to me again, I might actually buy it.
Oh my god. yeah. Just to catch the chat up, this guy has told me for the last 2 years, man, it gets really hot and sweaty in my office. So I've sent him a link to a fan I have in my office because I have the same issue. And then he says it again, and I send him every 3 months I'll send him the link, and he just doesn't get it.
So I can still look at Balin on the Seer Malicos. The issue.
I think Balin could.
It can lose. The issue is I do have Maz, so I mean I can just use Maz to crush what's her name? Treya up top.
I think Treya has more counters. I would focus Maz on the hardest team you can make her beat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be Treya, yeah. Do you think that's
that is fair, Heratran. I DoorDash him alcohol. The least I could do is DoorDash him a fan, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Top squads. Yeah, sorry guys, if I'm a little neglectful of chat. I'm trying to look this up. And hats off for 500. No, smart player. That means I have to put the hat back on. Slightly chilly sweat on the forehead. Fantastic. And now I can take the hat back off to say thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate you. It means a lot to me to have your viewership here tonight, Swugger Player. And yes, it's good to take the hat back off.
DoorDash me channel points.
Good. DoorDash me. Talk to me again. Quiggle. Right. Might be 2, 7, 7. Yes. Yes. Hacking Omicrons. Among the pirates that we have at our disposal. Come on. So. Alright. Malgus, Treya, Malgus, Saw, Finn. French. Yeah. Treya looks like the right move here. Out of curiosity, what did you use? You did a long text? Bulked out. Respect it. Are they unable to be deleted, or it just ends up that you just cold cock them? Is that how it ends up?
My guess is they just die.
Okay. I gotta look up for. Well, JKA is the important. Yes. What do you got? JMK, Treya. Yeah, Bane 75%. That's with SAS. Talk to me. What did you use to be successful? You used Eidenkron. You used Darth Vaderkron. Not Lord Vaderkron, interestingly. Or sorry, not Lord Vader, but Wampakron. Not seeing a lot of that. All right. Okay. Interesting. Future Omega takes it on. That's cool.
Yeah, Smedge over on YouTube said, "What ads?" Ha 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 ha. Swugga Gameplay had a point from a while back. What if New Maul's kid has no death marks on the team, or reduced health percentage damage, or immune to insta-kill? Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Then I would be sad.
Then we don't know what the fuck beats it.
Then
we'll
I
learn
would be
together.
sad. Yes. Okay, Darth Vader with the Wampakron. I remember that. That's a G'd up combination. We might do that. All right, I don't think...
Paratran says, YouTube doesn't get ads because Task neglects their chat anyways.
What?
It's true. It's true.
I do not. I do not. I was about to say, we can see everything.
You can see it, you just don't respond to it.
Well, literally, not like in this here. Doubting you. Ranger has 3 insta-kills. Maz will get triggered. Yes, that is true. I gotta remember.
Heratran just flaming you from chat still.
Very good. Very good. Is there something that prevents... Is there something that prevents Nihilus from, like, destroying me? With using Maz?
If they insta-kill somebody, he gets death marked.
Yeah, that isn't really what I was asking, but yeah, I appreciate that.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, I misunderstood the question then.
Mm.
I thought you were
Seemingly.
asking, is there something that, like, prevents... Or were you asking if there's something that prevents him from insta-killing you in general?
Yeah.
I feel like you have better answers to this. But I guess if you're not going to use Maz anywhere else.
Let's think of it like this. Maz wasn't going to get used elsewhere, I think.
Yeah, Airtrend, the easiest way they could do it is if Maul will just say if the leader is a Sith, the entire team is immune to taunt effects. That gets rid of Mark and Death Mark. Just LOL, nope.
Where is this one? There it is. All right, let's knock this one out since we already know what we're doing here. He said moments before his destruction.
I mean, the leader gets that immunity, not the whole team. But yes, also true. The ambush, every pirate, foresight on every pirate's turn. That probably doesn't work because of the assist calls. He would get popped.
Thank you, friend. Brap. Brappity brap brap. Now you. Finally.
Yeah, that was my thought, Heratran. Heratran and I are talking about Maz's special says to reduce the max health to 100 if they have Death Mark. So giving the Sith leader immunity to mark effects would solve a lot of Maz's kit that is anti-strain.
Fair. That was nefarious of you. I don't appreciate that.
Evo took both Drogon and R2 to R9 within the last week. That's fantastic, man.
Good choice.
Both good choice.
Man, I'm not really appreciating you anymore. Yeah.
It is really cool to see a lot of the more mid-game players just absolutely obliterating the relics on their teams, man.
Yeah, that
5
is fair.
for 7 overnight. It's so awesome to see.
Fair. Dude, dead.
For all the negativity in the community, wow, you are just getting lit up.
Yes, I am, aren't I?
I don't think you're at risk, but man, they are kicking the crap out of you for some reason.
Nah, we'll be alright.
Yeah.
Bitch. There. Got it. Stay on target.
Yeah, Heratran. Really, for all the flaws with this update, there are a handful of really good ones.
64 will do.
The update to relics is so good. Even Tass was glowing about how he's been able to just knock out a bunch of projects in the last week.
True. So, about how we want to play it. Yeah, I've gone crazy with it, guys. I've got so many fucking things done.
Yeah, Evo says, I'm swimming in bronziums. It's great. Also, I don't know if I'm mid-game at 14.3 million.
No,
but
you're
seeing
bigger
all the
than
relic
mid-game.
progress. Yeah, but seeing all the relic progress for people is fantastic. Yeah, I was thinking more like people in the 6 to like 9 million range. Being able to take their R3s to R5s and R5s to R7s pretty easily.
Fair. Yeah, I wanted. It would be like, or it would be the Gungans.
Yeah, here a trend. The terms are so ambiguous, but yeah, generally around 10 million, I think would be considered like the end of mid game, the beginning of late game. I generally think of mid game as having like half or slightly over half of the GLs. Late game is when you're closing out all the journey guide things. Late game is when you are missing like one GL or the newest, latest toy. End game is when you have everything. Sorry, Hera. Okay, Hera, fair. So there's a Pokemon called Heatran, and I always have to autocorrect in my head because I have dyslexia. So when I say it verbally, I need to, like, my brain does yeah. My brain does it differently when I say it out loud, Hera. Oh, that's actually awesome. Yeah. Yeah, so that makes sense then. When I see your name, my dyslexia sees Heatran. So I have to specifically say Heratran to remind myself that it's not.
So if Gungans go there... So if Gungans work here, that would be a pretty big coup.
Zavor 99. I wish they had opened the floodgates on signal data a bit more. That was my bottleneck before, and it's still my bottleneck. My progress hasn't accelerated like you're talking about. So one of the things I've noticed from just talking to people and watching people talk about this is that they are no longer farming gear with refreshes, which is allowing more and more people to put the 100 crystal refreshes, or sometimes more, into farming signal data, or saving those crystals instead of doing regular energy refreshes to buy it from the stores. But I do, the biggest bottleneck is signal data for the majority of late to end game players. Yeah, Dragon King Reaper. I'm so glad I wasn't the only one who thought it was Heatran. Yeah. Yeah, but he looks so cool, Hera. That's the whole point. He looks so cool.
Max health damage.
And he has that cutscene that's fantastic.
Good chance to cut through the crit avoidance. Armor penetration is a no.
Who's the dipshit from X and Y who has like a bunch of different forms? Zygarde. That's another one of those who looks so cool, but not really relevant in any real way. Yeah. I did see that. The new Pokemon game looks so good. I'm devolving, Taz. Sorry, I'll try to keep it.
No, you're cool. Good. You're cool. I'm focusing on what I'm doing.
Yeah, Zygarde has a cult-like following, man.
I think this is the one I'm gonna run.
Zavor 99. Well, I completely agree. The post made it sound like they were going to open the floodgates a bit more, not just give us some paltry amount. So, Zavor, the point I think that I was trying to make, or I'll try to reconvey it, is because you don't have to spend your crystals and/or resources farming relic materials, you can now divert those to signal data, essentially slightly alleviating the bottleneck there, because you can now put more resources towards it. They didn't directly open the floodgates to signal data, but they made everything else cheaper, allowing you to put more resources into that. That kind of... Oh, there, yep. Zavor 99 says, but I hadn't considered my crystals being more free for buying signal data, so that is one. Yeah, I'm not saying they opened the signal. I'm not saying they opened the signal data thing a lot, but I think they did it at least enough to take the edge off. Yeah, I wish that they would have done what they did to purple gear on nodes, where they take it from like 1 drop to like 1.5 drop, like up the drop rate like 25%.
Ooh.
Maybe even 10%.
That's a little terrifying. Follow the hit. Come on. Finish him. Don't you dare. Hey, you dare. Really have to insist on stopping with that shit. No. Don't heal. Expressly forbid it. Hit it. Thank you. That's okay. Wait, no, stop.
Game is fantastic. Keep in mind, Lady Geek, keep in mind all the progress this week is inflated. We won't have an assault battle every day anymore. We won't have double drops. Yeah. No, 100% agree that we are seeing bursts of growth that are not going to be sustainable long term. But I think the consistency of the availability of these things is going quite a ways.
All right. Well, I'm pretty pleased with the fact that A, this worked, and B, I didn't have to use the whatchamacallit cron to do it.
Also, one other thing to mention about the thing, before the double drop started, there was a ton of people putting up really big progress. But yes.
Yeah, exactly. Maul really did say, fuck my flags. Yes. It's true. It's true. He really, it's always great to experience that. I wouldn't change a thing. Love it.
I mean, not the greatest banners, but I was a lot more dubious that this was going to win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we took a reasonably strong prawn, and it'll have to do. So. E2. Where we stand?
I know. Yeah, Dragon King Reaper says it's wild. He killed through the field generator.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They aren't indestructible. They just have a bunch of extra survivability baked in.
They have a lot of they can fuck off built in.
Yeah.
They have built in.
Yeah, Hera points out that Maul true damage is what did it. The same reason BKM works.
Yep. True. I hate it. But it's true.
Lady Geek, I've been doing 3 times 100 crystal refreshes for years. Will actually lose ground now to people who haven't been doing that. I don't think that's true. I don't think you're going to lose ground. Well, I don't think you're going to lose ground because I think that implies that them being able to progress their roster is you losing somehow, as opposed to them winning and you also winning. So I think it's more of a framing issue than anything else. But I do understand what you're saying. That you've been busting hump and there are people who are below you who are going to catch up to you faster than you're going to be able to pull ahead. And that does kind of suck. But I ask that you not look at it like you're losing just because someone else is winning. It's not zero sum.
Fair.
Yeah, Lady Geek, I fight some of the same people over and over again in the top 500 who had R7s 2 weeks ago and now their whole roster is R8 plus. Like, I don't feel like I'm losing ground. They're just catching up. And that was always going to happen. Look at Tass, for example. Tass has put on a half dozen R9s in the last few days. Which
way
is
more
closing
than
the gap
that. Like almost 14. Like, seriously.
Sure. Okay. So you put on like 14, which is closing the gap between you and I. I'm not losing. You're just gaining. I don't all of a sudden have less Relic 9s because you equipped a bunch. And like Hera said, at least the advantage you had in mods is still really relevant.
Quite true.
I do understand what you're saying, Lady Geek. I really do. I really do feel for you. I'm just saying, think of it less as a zero sum game, and more of it as a yes, they're catching you, but you're also catching the people in front of you as well. Like, this is what happened when they made Relics, like, when they opened the bottleneck initially on Relics, where people were like, I'm barely R3 to R5 on stuff, and now it's like, R8 comes out, and now you can R5 stuff for free, basically. Well, not free, but, like, a lot cheaper and a lot more frequently. It's always going to be this way. Think about it this way. Kairos used to be a bottleneck for everyone. Gear 12 used to be hard. Hell, Gear 11 used to be difficult.
Depending on how this all goes, this could be bad to do things. There's a type of rotation.
Yeah, Evo says, I mean, in theory, it's because most players won't be going for R10 right away. Being able to buy the Erodium Lightspeed tokens and being able to take more characters to R5 should alleviate the signal data crunch a little bit more as well. Yeah, I think that's also true. I think that a lot of people I know who aren't, like, endgame are eyeing those Lightspeed tokens as ways to take characters from, like, level 1 to 7-star R5. And they're bypassing all the Kairos and everything. Dragon King Reaper says, bane it on. You know you want to.
That's right. Do it or you're weak.
Dude, you're a Cowboys fan.
I don't know enough to know if I should be offended.
You should be offended.
Kixcron, how terribly interesting.
You should be offended. You should be very offended.
How terribly interesting. Oh, we simply have to try that.
That would have been way fun. Dragon King Reaper, that would have been really funny like 20 years ago, 15 years ago. But yeah, the Mets have a history of not being particularly good.
Yeah. All right, let's try this. Then I can do Lord Vader out there for the other one. Okay. Yeah, I'll feel a lot better about that. All right.
But Dragon King Reaper, the Mets have been to the World Series this century.
Are you harassing people?
Me? No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about sports.
Need to get timed out?
Me? I mean,
Yeah,
go for
you. It's a mild threat.
it. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, not since '85, but that's not like. Anyways, my whole point is that the Mets have actually seen some team-wide success this century, whereas the Cowboys have not.
Let's try this.
Kurt Ferguson, hell, I'm 12 million GP and bounce between K1 and K2, and I'm looking forward to using these lightning tokens. Yeah, exactly, dude. The lightspeed tokens. Zavor says, yeah, I will be foregoing R10 for a while to use LSTs to catch up on teams. Exactly.
It's already done the mid. Well, they haven't all been in the AoE. Do you want to... Let's roll that real quick. Yes. Go ahead. Very well. Okay. Stop that. Really wish you would not. Yes.
Points, come on, you fat slug. Get him.
Shit.
Get him.
Okay. True. That's
You got
true.
more people rooting against you in the chat, Tass. Damn.
Yeah. Good.
Hurtful.
Okay, I see you over there. You can't be stunned. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly, Chaptastic. That's what I was saying. The Mets lost to the Royals in 15. I'll take making the series as a success. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the Mets have a long history of being like pretty mid, but they haven't gone like massive gaps without being like relevant. Because before 15, it was like 02, 03. They're in the series. Whereas the Cowboys haven't like won like 2 playoff games this entire century and haven't been a Super Bowl contender since like the mid 90s. Vayne is here because Quiggold is with Hera. Vayne says, wait, what is Vayne doing here? Vayne is on this team because Quiggold is with Pirate King Hondo to rip banners off of, oh Jesus. Rip banners off of SOK, which is the reason why Tass lost was due to the Quiggold AoEs.
Yes, that's true.
Guys, Smedge, do you think the fact that there is little difference between R9 and R10 means that CG will release a further relic level sooner than making RD a real problem? CG said something along the lines of, I'm going to paraphrase them, they said something along the lines of they want to release a relic level roughly the same frequency they release a raid. So like every 8 to 10 months, I think they want to release a new
We gotta finish this quick.
relic level. Damn, you are just getting hoed out with banners all over the place. Jesus. Look away
Not
from
good.
1 second and you just got ulted.
Not good. Put it on auto.
I have no idea here, if I'm being honest. I don't know if Double Tank is better than Quig plus OG Hondo.
It's not.
There you go.
Like, if your goal is to punish Slacker, what you witnessed is the correct answer. Come on, guys. I need you to wrap this up. Quick leg. Slug living and doing stuff is disastrous for my business. supposed to actually kill him, though. With some amount of quickness. If you would kindly. Yes, that's a death mark. That's good. Hit him. Thank you. Now that. Kill him.
Oh, man, he's going to ult again. Good lord.
Yes, that is what that means. When he has the full golden bar, I'm proud of you.
I'm reading the chat and looking back over, and I look back over and he's ready to ult again.
He ate kicks. There is a merciful God. Do you have a minute? Please, please.
Oh, that merciful God ate Athano first, so I would...
Yes.
Yes, Smedge. I think
Dagger's a big helper, Smedge. And he always was. It's important that everyone knows that.
Yeah, I do think that CG wants to release a new relic level about once a year. So, yeah, I do believe that Relic Delta will start compiling for the majority of people. Haratran, God wants me to not lose points.
Come on. Get him. You have 30 seconds. I need you to
Dragon
Reaper,
Reaper says, time out! God.
Smee,
Come on,
this is your time to shine, Smee. Like, I was expecting so much.
I honestly think Smee's kind of a placeholder pirate. I don't think he's like that amazing on either team. Because he can't gain profit.
I think you should shut your horn up.
Look, I'm with Hera here, stupid robot.
Alright, so that's the second drop. So now if we have more,
Dragon
that's
King
a
Reaper
payout.
says, you fat fuck, I could kiss you, Jabba. I wasn't sure who he was talking about there at the beginning.
So let's run Lord Vader here, then.
Damn. This is just not your day.
And it's fine. It's literally 2 drops, dude.
No, just the sheer amount of unluck. Like, the ult targeting Ithano.
The fight went on too long. It was risky.
Well, yeah. Dragon King Reaper. All I need now is for ships to fuck you. Oh my God.
Good damage.
For being people who watch him, you sure aren't his biggest fans. Jeez. I now see like why you get annoyed with me. Good lord. This is crazy.
I get annoyed with you because you're annoying.
Wow. That's incredibly mean, but also true. Dragon King Reaper, I bet it all on 3. If Tass drops today, I might have to bet my life savings on him every single GH. Dragon King Reaper, all or nothing, baby. A gambler's true worth is luck.
It's true. Hi. Okay. Hi. You there.
Hera, Lord Vader partaking in domestic violence? Question mark.
Good lord. You're supposed to kill him. Thank you. That worked out.
I assure you this time she won't die from sadness. It'll be from Lord Vader punching her in the face. Which I suppose would be a certain different version of sadness. You were the chosen one. Yep. Lord Vader just punched her in the face. Damn. To his wife. Obi-Wan's gonna be pissed.
We're out of ultimate, but I should finish her first. As uncomfortable as that is.
Damn. Evo, LV's into fisting. Hera, oh, she'll die from disappointment. Good lord.
Dear God.
This chat escalated quickly.
True.
Hera, imagine if Smee was into fisting that damn sluck.
Okay, she just revived. I do believe the one-time thing, he said confidently moments before his destruction.
I believe the level 6 is a one-time for the healer itself.
In the interest of chancing nothing, heals up. That'll do. So it was good to rotate that because Bane may have been dubious there. So Lord Vader, Obvious. 4.
Did Task get access to the new FTCs, or was he a victim of the CG delay?
I'm the victim of the delay. Yes.
Sotico, I feel like placing Queen Amidala on defense is such a sucker thing to do.
I've done
so
it.
useful
It's been
and
good
fun
this
to
season.
use against arguably better teams than those that can beat it. I think it depends on what you want it for. For example, I think EP Starkiller is cheaper than Queen against Rey. Right? So it really just depends on what you're planning to use it against, because I think there are cheaper things than Queen that beat most of the things that Queen beats. Like Talzin beats Jabba, so I don't need Queen for that.
Do Balin here against nothing.
So I do agree with you, Sotico, but I also think that what you're saying is true on an even deeper level. Like I used 4-man to beat. I used 4-man Balin to beat Maz if there's no OG Hondo. So you can get a 66 there, which is one less than the 67 you could get with Queen. Yeah. Anyways.
Mm-hmm. You could do.
Plus, if you're willing to put Rolocron on it and stuff like that, you can really, really push them to requiring certain things. Like, go look up the data on Rolocron on that team. You know what I mean? I've seen people get hoed out Sotico on the 3-man because of kicks. But yes, it shouldn't be a huge... Yeah, the Rolocron with Bo is super inconsistent, Sotico. But yeah, like I said, there's so many moving pieces that it's like hard to have like this like carousel discussion. But yeah, just know that I found this season that she was a much better defensive team than she was a team on offense for me. And she did get a couple of holds here and there. Got a couple of 59s.
So what does that leave us? That's Wampa with the Wampacron, I guess, for Cologne. Stunt hard, Wampa. Your last ride is now. You better fucking die, you hear. Okay. Five. All right, we picked up a few banners there for our drop. All right, so it is 2. The unders have it tonight. Ha! Those of you who believed are rewarded. All right, what a focused effort. 1367. Yeah, so he had a drop, and I don't know. He may be completely in the clear. We'll have to see what happens with him. So he's made no other moves, the bastard. How is he supposed to heighten the drama? Where are you when I need you? Alright, it is cheese on defense for fleets. Let us plan.
Yeah, this season was actually a lot of fun as far as the viable number of defense teams that we could set. I feel like there was actually like 15 or 16 teams you could set this season. As opposed to a lot of other times, there's like 9 and you have to set 2 shitters.
All right, let's see here. Executrix. What did he set? Sorry. Bye. No, yes. Anything else? Just those. Very good. Banners. Banners? Okay. Just straight up triple. I was curious about that. Most people are doing. I can see that. 76. Okay, I think that's how I'm going to do it. Triple with Hound off the bench. Either way. All right, so Executor here. Is this really the high? It is. Huh. Only about 76 in the high case. Yeah, that's why they don't bother going with just the 3 ships. So there you go. Bosk off the bench would be sound. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. All right, guys, we've been hitting it pretty hard here. We're not even 2 hours into the stream and we're already to fleets. Let me take a quick second to, my God, we've already made it to the bottom of the steel reserve. You hear me, Dagger? I've done the needful.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man.
I am a creature of duty. I have done my part. Oh, Steve. I just watched the game hang for 2 minutes on Slacker versus Pirate King Hondo. Slacker had taken 1 turn at that point. When I used stab, no stun took place. This is Insidious. Yeah, if you stabbed Quiggled, I believe that, man. Because, yeah, that's the thing. Quiggled, I want to say, for like his first 2 turns or something like that, can't be stunned. So, watch out for that.
Something while he has his locked taunt, he can't be stunned, something like that.
Watch out for that tree. All right, I'll leave you guys with Dagger real quick while I go and just, I don't know, stretch my legs, get some water and rinse the taste of Steel Reserve out of my mouth. Literally anything. Be right back.
He's gonna go drink toilet water.
Oh dear, I already did.
that was my point. Yes. I mean, I don't know if it's as much babysitting you as it is telling you guys that you all suck. But yeah, this entire GAC season, or this entire GAC week was fucking awful. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, all you want to do is farm attacker crons. Farm attacker crons and don't relic 10 your Ahsoka like a dipshit. I have not turned Ferguson. I have not.
All right, I'm back.
No, he was drinking an OG Steel Reserve.
Yeah, I was.
OG 211.
Save me. I was. Who relic their
The Empire
Ahsoka? I
looked
did.
back.
It was a request of my guild. They put
Yeah.
out a short list, and Ahsoka was on it, and I said I would. You know what I mean? And why wouldn't I?
Yeah. Stream Leader Kylo, he's good, man. It's rough because so many of the times, exactly, Hera, his guild hates him.
Something like that.
SOK is a really good R10, but it's one of the R10 is one of those things where like I think it's kind of wrong. Like it's hard to do a wrong one to a degree because there's like 4 to 6 of them that everyone's gonna do. It's just what order you're gonna do them in, and Tass still has to do all 4 to 6 of them.
You're right. Wait. Supposed to be dead. Okay.
Well, they're all dead.
That part's good.
Damn, just banner ripped across the board. Jeez.
That reason alone will do.
And then get AoEs.
Aha!
Aha!
Yeah, eat shit,
Foresight.
there.
You did get AoE.
Yeah, but your mom got AoE.
Look, I'm going to
Check
quote
it.
somebody in the chat
Check
today.
it.
I'm going to quote somebody in the... Hold on, I need to quote somebody in the chat today. My mom's dead.
Yeah. I mean, are you in a position to deny that she was AoE then? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no?
I would say you would know better than I.
There we go. We are. Fight me, Sasha. Go up.
Fantastic. One's mean, the other is hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, Hera. I suspect they'll cost somewhere between $150 and $200 for one R10.
Kill you. Kill him first. Be not distracted by the tank.
Yeah, Hera. He's like, yeah, Dagger. To quote someone else in the server today, I'll tell her you said that.
Yeah, quite. Yes, quite. Yeah, that's the dead one.
Yama, if someone says I fucked your mom last night, I'll ask them how long it took them to wipe the ash off. And if there's enough friction. Yeah, usually
Classic.
what I say is, how's your shoulder feel after digging?
Also classic.
Surprised you had enough energy after
Stop that.
digging all that up. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's no getting away from your mom jokes. We're all adults.
Same.
It's gonna happen regardless. Hey, Decom.
Hey, Cobb, how you doing?
Even those of us without moms are not immune. Because people like Tom Green do exist. And they're from DeKalb's country.
You fuckers need to give me that mass assist. Literally, yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to say,
exactly.
can I interest you in the doing fucking anything at all, Han? Nope, Han's really not assisted this entire fight. Meets expectations.
Cheptastic. Yeah, I've iced more than a few people with the flavored steel reserves. Yeah. You know who else likes their mom jokes? My mom.
Damn.
Okay. Does that make your dada your mom joke?
Trust me, in his head, it worked. Stop taking turns.
Camp says,
Son
I
of
always
a
ask them
bitch.
if they. I always ask them if they know that. No, I always ask them if they know that necrophilia is illegal. The Emperor.
I'll just hit
back.
you with a quote about that, Dagger. Obstacles exist to deter the undetermined.
Look, I'm not the one trying to defend any of this. What I will say is, the Empire List Back asked you, could you elaborate on the guild requiring you to use your R10? Is it for a guild requirement?
I mean, they asked. They asked. And, you know, nobody put a gun to my head and said, listen, you son of a bitch, if you don't put Relic 10 on Ahsoka, you're out of the guild before you can blink. It's not like that. It's more like, this is our prioritized list. We're a TW guild. You should consider these. And Ahsoka was on the list, and I did it. And that's all I'm prepared to say on it.
It does not mean I will not mock him for it. At least until I do it as like my 12th R10, and then we both have it, and then I'll stop.
By the power of cope, let it be so.
No, look, I'm just saying. I'll eventually do it, and I'll stop making fun of you for it.
I mean, you can make fun of whoever you want. I'm just good soldiers follow orders. Bullshit. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right.
No, Solo, no one is. Well, that's not true. There will be teams. It's just none of them are going to be Ahsoka.
Is anyone going to last on defense with attacker crons? I have no idea. Good question.
No.
Okay, so
There will be some, but none of them will have Ahsoka.
you're going to potentially stun, and I can do that. Incredibly damaging case. Go ahead and do this in case. Here's it. Like this. Oh, got a target you. Eat that. Targets. Still, get through right there. Just in time for this. Yeah. Best case scenario. Don't you fucking dare now. This. Fuck off my plane. 75. You. Alright, 74, 76, 75. A fine showing on fleet. And if you noticed, we do have Leviathan down on defense. So we'll see what that looks like for him cooking in the pot. The total is 18-12. Let's talk about how this got done.
There was a war that year. It ended.
Horrible. I'd love to leave a guild if they started demanding shit. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that any of the competitive TW guilds, anyone that's like trying to routinely win TW, they are going to coordinate for how you assign resources, and you should expect that. So by the time that you are choosing to join a guild like that, it's not a burden to you. It's aligning with your interests. So
Also, just to add on to that, it's really easy to say that you won't do it when you're not in a guild that A, doesn't require it, B, doesn't have the institutional knowledge to give you breaking news on counters to keep you ahead of the curve in GAC and TW, and C, have the very best rewards that the game can offer you because it's in essentially a top 5 guild. So there really are some trade-offs to being in a guild that gives you all those things, and one of those trade-offs is occasionally they will ask for you to do something for them. Weird how that works. You've done platoons for TB, right? That's a guild ask. Don't see a whole lot of people quitting their guild for being asked to do platoons.
I mean, you don't have. I don't think that's a fair comparison because you don't have to assign resources to use your platoons. You're talking about people who don't do platoons for the units they have.
People are assigned characters to relic up like Cup for platoons.
I hate it.
This happens in guilds.
I hate it.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is every guild has something like that. You just don't. And all I'm saying is we won't judge you if you don't judge us.
Yeah,
my guild already has 2 asks that we're required to do.
Yeah, Heratran says, I wish I could turn my brain off in TW and follow instructions for battles. That's actually, I mean, I don't know that I've ever said these exact words before, but you can quote me here. It is pathetic, the number of people that cannot follow instructions both offered in written and video form. The number of people who say, oh, my bad, I chose the wrong character. Oh, my bad, I didn't watch the video. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, well, it's okay. Can you show me your video for what you did? No, I don't have a video. Okay. So, you don't have a video. You know you did wrong. And you're not in a position to troubleshoot how you did wrong. This is great. It's
I would
fantastic.
also like to point out that when you're in these guilds, not only do they hold your dick in TW, they give you in-depth TB write-ups for SMs and CMs. They give you in-depth write-ups for raids, right? Like, the amount of dick holding that they do, the least I can do is relic something that they ask me. Because they shake it for me, too, in TW, I'm telling you. Because it's like, here's the fight, here's the 20 moves you're going to do, here's the video of said 20 moves, all in the same sequence. And oh, by the way, everybody has the same modding.
Yeah. Empire Lifts Back says, no judging, just curious. I religiously stalk your account for mods and such. Glad to get your insights, sir. Well, hey, appreciate you watching, and thank you for the 100 biddies, man. Yeah. Happy to help everybody, man. I'm glad you enjoy.
Yeah, my comments were more directed towards JCMN02, who said he would fuck off from a guild who asked him to do something.
I mean, like, that's like what I said, but you shouldn't find yourself accidentally in a guild that's asking you for something like that. You're in a guild like that because you chose to be. By the time you're there, that's not something that's really... Heratrans says, I can't reply to my own message, but going off that GLAT thing, my guild does the exact same thing for TB platoons. They send out a list and let people pick. The people that didn't pick any platoons and will be asked personally to do one later when it's just bad shit left. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. When it comes to platoons, I wait for the later days until they actually do assign characters, and then I go ahead and hit the button and whatever. But for the first few days, they fill up within like the first hour anyway, and I don't really sweat it.
Yeah, I get my DM from Hotbot and hit the place button. You can take as many of my characters as you want. Just you send me the DM through Hotbot, and you can have them all.
Well, it's funny. JCM says here. Not the guild that I'd want to be in. Sounds disgusting to be controlled like a dictatorship. So, again, it's really about point of view. However, I will say that players with your point of view are going to be generally rewarded by the changes that CG has made to the game, because for the longest time, your most reliable source of droid brains was winning TW. So it mattered a lot more, not all that long ago. Because they've opened the tap in a couple of years. Now you can actually craft droid brains. But, I mean, they're in shipments now as well. You can buy 5 a week. They didn't used to be in shipments when Relic 9 was relatively new. Like, your ability to do all that is something that is greatly decoupled from TW performance. So you don't, if you're the type of player where you're kind of turned off by assigning TW Omicrons and you're in a guild where, whatever, you win maybe half, maybe slightly less than half, but on balance you're okay with it, then yeah, fine. But if you ever want to be in a guild that's going to be likelier to get you 5 droid brains on that win than the 1 for the loss, then the higher up you go, you shouldn't be surprised to understand that guilds like that are coordinating. They're going to say, it's like, this is a list. We have a prioritized list of how we want you to assign essential TW Omicrons and higher relics, like relics 8 and 9. And now, obviously, 10, although if you're in a smaller guild, that's largely not going to be asked for. Like, the idea is that it is technically a dictatorship, but it's a dictatorship you're happy to be part of by the time you're in a guild where you're saying you want to win more TWs than you lose. Because that's really the only... Well, you say dictatorship, but here's the words that I'd rather have you use. Like, your roster belongs to your War Master in TW. You don't have to think about shit. You do everything that they told you beforehand. You bring up the right teams, you bring up the right datacrons within your ability to do so. And then you're just literally following instructions. They tell you what to place on the board in defense. On attack, a decent guild will provide you a written write-up and or a video. And then you're just, again, following instructions. It's not bad. You show up, you do your 10 fights about that. And, if all goes well, you open up the box later and it's 5 brains. It's less important. It's the least important it's ever been to win TW. But if it matters to you, it doesn't bother you to surrender control of your roster in TW to the War Master, and you're just doing what you're told, man. It's not that bad.
also, just to add on to that, they do, like, the upside to being guilds like this is you get raid write-ups, you get special mission write-ups, you get GAC counters where you're ahead of the curves. You don't need insight because you have like institutionalized knowledge of datacrons, things like that. Like, if like the advantage to being in a guild, like one of the like Clones Unleashed or Vanguard of Dishonor or one of the Maw guilds, is legitimately that you have so much more information than anyone else that I am more than willing to make some small sacrifices to be in those types of environments where I just have infinite free resources and I don't have to put any thought into anything that I don't want to put thought into because somebody's doing write-ups for me.
Fair. All right, let's see here. Yeah, JCM says, I've been part of a guild for fun, and the game, enjoying the strategy and not worrying about my relics or datacrons. Yeah, if you're in a casual guild, and you should be around like-minded people. If all of you have the same level of goals, like, you're okay with, we'll win the TWs that we're going to win. And that means, around half or maybe slightly less than half of the time I'll get 5 droid brains, but it's okay because I have multiple other avenues to pick up droid brains now with era battles, with the resource events like Peridia Patrol, Duel of the Fates, so on and so forth. Yeah, you don't have to sweat winning TW the same way you used to, so casual guilds are in a pretty good spot in that sense. And if that's your speed, there is nothing wrong with that. But yeah, then you went on to say, if it's fun for you on your own accord, I respect how you honor fun in this game of Swugga. Yeah, I mean, I've been in a competitive TW guild in some shape or form for years and years now, largely because, like I said, for most of that span, winning TW was really important for growing your roster, Relic 9-wise. So for me, it was always about rewards. And so I accepted, there's a certain amount of work and acquiescence required, and that's okay. As long as it was going to get me what I was showing up for, then it was fine. And it has, and it was worth it. Yes, Offchamp says, the guild earns you more than they ask you to spend in the cases they require something
100%.
from you. I think that's largely the case. But really, it's really just about... There is so much to be said for being in a guild where you feel like you're in the right place with people that actually have like-minded goals, that there's not people acting out of step, people just not giving a fuck, people not showing up, people not signing up, people just, consistently letting you down in whatever means that you care. Like when you're actually in a guild where everybody's on the same page for whatever level of goals, that's priceless. So stay where you enjoy, for sure. Pills. Hey, Pills. How you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. Hope all is well. But last we saw you, you were tying on a good few. And glad to see you survived. You've made it here to the end of the season. And so, yes, we've managed to clear Sasha's board. I've done worse. I've done better. We'll have to see. I'm really hoping that if he gets like one more drop between these last 4 squads, which, frankly, not likely. But if it should happen, then we're in a really good spot because I feel like my fleets might offer the opportunity to strip more banners than his did from me. And if that's the case, victory may yet still be possible. But yeah, we'll have to find out. Yeah, I agree with that, Swugga player. There are very few things a guild asks of you that doesn't help you. That's true. Like, especially where Dyer was mentioning about TB, random high relics. Like, it sucks, man. Like, yeah. It sucks to have to sink a high relic on a character that you know you're never going to use in Grand Arena. But you're doing your part. You're pushing that higher reward chest. And the longer you play the game, the more it adds up to have pushed that reward chest 1 star further. Yeah. Offjamp says, I enjoy being part of a team. Sometimes the team asks you to block instead of score the points. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. for the right guild, they're going to explain to you what their goals are, and they're also going to prioritize them. There's so many different things you can pick up that'll be of good use for TW, but good guilds are going to make sure that it is so much more important that you have 50 of one thing than 50 of any mix of other things. Can the guild use them? Yes. An effective War Master will find a way to get that done. However, it's so much more work. Like, when you have a guild where people understand what the priorities are and stuff like that, that matters. That matters. Smedge says, thanks for the stream test. I really enjoy it when I can catch it live. Take care, guys. Hey, man, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we'll get ready to explain the attack run and wrap this up, but you guys are chatty, so we'll chat back a bit. How's that sound?
There's a question right above that. Sixth Lime says, hey, haven't been watching a lot of streams lately. What are you guys doing with Maz, using versus Maz, as though it doesn't change next week with threes?
Yeah, I want to say that in 3 versus 3, JML is much better against Maz than it is in 5 versus 5. However, Riva and Balin are certainly effective counters. And today, what was it that I did? We'll actually, that's a beautiful segue into going over the attack run. First, if you want to know how Sasha has cleared my defense thus far, go to the back of the VOD. I did cover that in the beginning, so I won't belabor that twice. Let's talk about bottom front. Against Jedi Master Mace, Jocasta, Depa, Ayla, Temple Guard, we went in with Saw, Krex, Kyle, Cassian, and Luthen with the Radiskrant, 65 banners. Against Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, Sith Marauder, we went in with C and Watt for 65. I don't know why I didn't mark that green on my spreadsheet earlier, but it's done. Against his Malgus, DR, BSF, Sith Marauder, Malik, with a, I want to say, like 89% health cron, Dark Side bulk level 3. Really didn't want to try to pound through that any other way. I considered a couple other options. In the end, just went with C-Watt, tried and true, 65 banners. Against his Ray, Swolo, Cal, GK, Xeris with a light side Ufu. I want to say stacking offense and speed level 3, ability block Ufu level 6, Ray level 9. I considered a couple different options. But because we intelligently chose to go after Slacker really early, we knew that we didn't have Seer, Malicos, Star Killer, anything like that to use here. And I really wanted to use Queen against Maz, which is, by the way, what I did. Queen, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan, Obi-Wan for 67 banners. But anyway, back to the Ray. All things considered, and I've had a couple drops this season to raise, I went in with JMK, Cat, Mace, Snips, Padme. 62 banners, was on track for the 65. Ben popped right back up, did his AoE, and stripped 3 off me, and I want to let you know I'm completely over it. I'm not going to be seething about it after the stream. All right, on to the back wall. Against his Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan, Xeris and JKA with the new Xeris Healer Cron, right? I considered Bane. I was really inches from pulling the trigger on it, but then I remembered, if I went in there with Bane himself, with Bane in the Wampa Cron, rather, that Cron hits hard enough that I don't know that I'm sure about the order of operations for who's going to get revived and when by Xeris. We only have permakill baked into Bane on his basic. He has to kill with his basic, and then it's a permakill. Anything else could be revived. So I was really sweating that. And in the end, I rotated Lord Vader here. Lord Vader clones was easy money on it. It just took a little time, but 64 banners, no issues. Seer, Star Killer, Crew, Malicos, and Maul with the Jawacron. I really considered setting a Seer team of my own, but very clearly it was necessary. And quite frankly, this son of a bitch is a little lucky because he was able to one-shot my Slacker, and as you're able to, as you will see, I did not. If he had the same poor luck, I mean, maybe he made different decisions. I'll have to ask him later. But if he had the same poor fate as I met, he would have really benefited from having Seer Malico Starkiller there. So this was a really interesting gambit, and I respect that. I decided, I looked into this and I saw something approximating Gungans could do this. Naturally, there wasn't exactly this setup, but Gungans with very high damage. I saw stuff like Wampacron, some other stuff. I ended up taking a set 24 light side buff sub level 3. I don't think it's significant, but it had high crit damage, armor penetration, offense on it, and we were able to bully through this team using Gungans. Now, interestingly, once Maul got his attack set in, he just, he took his first turn, pumped up to his 5 stacks, and then that 5 stack did push through fucking Phalanx. He did push through Phalanx. So that's how we ended up with a 62, having that character dead, but we finished the fight, everybody else at full banners. In the end, I'm hoping it's worth it. We'll have to see. Let's do some math on his clears and what he's kind of looking at here. Figure that out. Does anybody remember what my banner count was going into? I mean, I can calculate it, but whatever. All right, against his Fugitive Omega, Mercenary Wrecker, Mercenary Hunter, Crosshair, and Batcher with the Rolocron. So I set the same team in my back wall, except I set Original Omega instead of Batcher. We both 65'd it. I expect we both used JML. All right, top side. Against his Java, Chrysanthid Bausch, Embo Scando. Sorry, not Embo Scando, Embo Boba. He, I really was originally planning to use Gungans here. There was a couple different decisions I might have gone with, but the one that I ended up settling on was to use Maz here. Now, I saw in the data that people with the Kixcron were successful, also Pyrocron. I decided to go with Kix, and that was with Maz, Kix, Vayne, SM33, and Ithano. Vayne was here because Quiggled is really strong with Pirate King and the Long Text Pirate level 6 from set 24 in terms of resisting Slacker. So that's the reason for that change. And yeah, I think it's just my inexperience maybe running the fight. But we managed to kill everybody but Java. And if you watch that fight, it was bumpy. We got definitely lucky. On first chomp, he chose to eat Ithano. Not my favorite move, but there are worse choices. And then he ate Kix on a second ultimate. Honestly, not super impressed. Grateful that this Kron's expiring. Maybe there's more flexibility to use Maz in this way in the future. We'll have to see. But anyway, we killed everybody but Java, and then went back in with Wampa and Wampacron for 45 banners. Against this Treya team, we went with Balin. Maz and work here. But I also think that technically we could be instantly defeated. And yes, that does trigger Deathmark on them, but whoop-de-doo, they've already stripped banners off you. What victory is that? So we had Balin, Shin, Marok, Dash, Kira, 61 banners. Some attacks out of turn stripped us there towards the end. Not picture perfect. Against Pirate King Hondo, Quiggled, Silvo, Brutus, and OG Hondo. Went in with Slacker, Dre, Hux, Faust, and FOSF. And yeah, I'm really irritated that at no point during the life of this FOSF Crom did they fix that issue where if you kill somebody who's stunned, they're not supposed to come back. Now, I'm really irritated with it because it slowed me down significantly. But I'm mostly irritated with myself because that bug is, known and knowable. In terms of how I would have played the fight differently, that's a good opener. No, I didn't mind doing the lightning there because there wasn't a vein. Yes, they did kind of heal back up, but it's okay. Saving the AoE is also fine from the middle. What would I don't know. I feel like we kind of just got manhandled at a certain point. I have to look back at it, but it didn't feel like there was a lot I could have done differently, guys. We managed to take out Silvo, however, before the coming of the end. Went back in with Seer, Malicos, Cal, Starkiller, and Maul, for I want to say 43 banners, grand total of 44. But yeah, they actually put it down. And that is with, dig this, check this out. It's actually really nice to have Starkiller in here, because the worst possible opener occurred where OG Hondo locked down my Malicos. Potentially disastrous. As soon as I dispelled his evasion buff, that released Malicos from the grip. And so we were able to take off from there. Something you might have missed, but I just barely noticed it, and that's really cool. That I'm confident that if that didn't single-handedly save my ass, it was involved in it, because I wasn't getting any assists. We need those assists coming from Malicos getting called to assist to stack him up. And would have been without that otherwise. So, good stuff. All right. And of course, against Ahsoka Tano, Exile Ezra, General Syndulla, Hu Yang, and Padawan Sabine was Leia, Drogon, R2, Jin, Radis, 64 banners. Okay, 1370 something. Yeah, I'll look in. I'll calculate it in a minute. Yamash, I appreciate you trying. All right, as far as fleet goes here, yeah, he pretty much stuck to the script. So against Executrix, we went in with Executor for 74 banners. Against Tome 1, Profundity for 76. And Malevolence, Negotiator, for 75. Now, the ball is in his court. Have to see how it goes. All right, back over to Twitch chat.
Harris says, love the duality of lock the fuck in TAS and Dagger fucking around with chat. Made the stream really dynamic, even though it was pretty tense. Thanks.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because I appreciate the relief here from Dagger, because it helps me a lot to be able to actually focus. You guys get to see what you're here for. You guys also get to be ignored slightly less, and I love you guys. I really don't intend to ignore you, but it's such a challenge between fuck is it that I was trying to do, and oh yeah, people are talking to me. So I appreciate your patience with it. Really.
Oh, yes. Dude, yeah. If TJ'd been around to add fuel to the, that'd have been beautiful. But yeah, for the Sasha and Herbert streams, if TAS was to stream a Herbert stream, like actually on stream, I would probably be here for those, just because I know he wants to lock in.
Yeah, that's fair. Let me see what else you guys.
That being said, I just want to say it out loud because my text was not conveying it well. Mm-hmm. I am all for there being a TW database where you can see what team beats what team. What I don't want is Insight, where you can click the button and see the Omis and the Datacrons. That's what I don't want. I'm not even a fan of that for GAC. I know that that's not a popular opinion, but I don't particularly think Insight is helpful.
Does that look right to you guys? 1368, then minus
10. Oh, never mind. You're not. Yeah, Decop. TAS 8's everyone confirmed. Yeah, 1400 something is no drops, and you had 2 drops going in. So 1368 does kind of track with that points wise.
Yeah, 1368. So minus 40, minus 240, minus 210, 78.
Yeah, Heratran, exactly. You shouldn't need a third-party tool to make lower guilds want to engage with TW. CG just needs to make the game mode less dog shit. I paraphrased what he said. He didn't exactly say that. And yeah, Warriors, always happy to talk about this stuff. I just think that if you want people to innovate, giving everybody their hard work for free is not a great way to incentivize innovation. And when I say for free, I mean, obviously you have to pay for Insight or whatever, but my point kind of still stands about Insight itself kind of giving away too much. I want those conversations that Insight gives you to have in the community. I want people who want to be good at GAC having those conversations in the community to break down these counters. We used to have that before Insight, and I felt like the community was better off for those conversations. Then now we're just like, how does this work? And people are just like, check Insight, as opposed to having the meaningful conversations about how counters work. Because now people look at Insight and don't know how to do the counters. Anyways, I digress. It's one of those things where I just think it's makes the player base more lazy and isn't exactly as helpful as people think it is.
Something's off. Something's off, or I'm like deeply screwed. One of the two.
Yeah, here I think Insight has made some players way too overly reliant on it. Cass is over here struggling with math.
Yes. Well, struggling with the consequences of math, at the very least.
1360 and change does match what I would expect you to have if 1400-ish is what you're going to get without drops through 3 zones.
Yeah, 1368, then minus 10 for first attack. 1358. Okay.
Oh, Havorius. No, that answer is actually really, really easy. CG has said it would cost them more to develop this tool than it cost the community to make it for them. Therefore, they gave the community access to like a plugin, essentially. I don't know what the technical term is, but they gave them a door in to grab the data because somebody was willing to make it. You have to remember that CG is actually like, I mean, this is going to sound so dumb. They're actually like a smaller company, right? They're not EA. Like they're a subsidiary of EA, but they're not EA. And something like Insight would cost them a shit ton of money to develop and maintain, where there are people in the community willing to do it for them, and they're willing to enable those people to do it for them. See Hot Sauce with Hot Utils.
He would need to score a 63 banner average for the remainder of these 4 fights, which is entirely possible. And then we'd have to make up the difference on fleet. So this is, but there's some potential contest here. I'll have to let you guys know how this one wraps up. Sorry.
That's fair, Hera. I wouldn't be surprised if they get some kind of kickback.
Maybe.
But
something.
I'm mostly just pointing out that people are willing to put the effort in to maintain these third-party systems and create them. Mm-hmm. So I think CG is more than willing to let people do that.
It's true. Hey, Jedi TJ, good to see you. And yes, Heratran, I can put the hat back on. We'll do that for the wrap-up. How's that? But yes, Jedi, you missed the action, but not to worry. The VOD will be immediately available, and I'll get chapters on it in the morning. But yeah, it was a decent attack run. The only drops were 1 risk, which I hadn't tried before, which is interesting science, and then 1 just I think the technical term is brutal fucking. And you'll have to check the VOD to really understand that. Yes, Swuggle Player, redeem the hydrate. Appreciate you. The sooner I can purge the malt liquor from my veins, the better. All right, guys.
I got to knock out an entire camp, an entire zone in Expedition 33, and answer your questions and test play GAC. I really love you guys.
Yeah, I'll be retreating back to my Discord after this. I'll be hanging out back there. But yes, Heratran said, I just wanted to say that I watched the Herbert video earlier today, and the Malgus misclick on Reva battle hit close to home. I do that way too often. Yeah, man. Gosh, I can't remember the last time I made a misassignment error that I actually went through and started the battle on. But yeah, obviously enormously consequential. So, very good. Back to the safety. Indeed, yes, withdrawing to my shadowy hovel, as it were. All right, Jedi Teacher says, yeah, I was eating dinner with my family for a friend's birthday, so you just saw the notification. No worries, man. Appreciate you tuning in at all. All right, first things first, guys. Let's go ahead and drop a link to my Discord. I think I might have to drop that separately. Do I? I think I do. There it is. Nope, now it's sent 4 times. Perfect. Love it. Wouldn't change anything. Okay. Yes, really. Yeah, thanks, Hairtrain. Great place to be, the Discord. Yes, if you want to stay in touch with me, got questions, it's a really active Grand Arena focused community, so feel free to join. But yeah, when I go live here during the off week, I'll make the announcements there if you want to be in tune when that happens, or whenever I post a new video on my YouTube channel. Check that out. Learn more. Of course, my YouTube. If you haven't been there before, youtube.com. I guess you're looking up Tassenix Gaming when you get there. And, as well you should, because if you haven't been there before, you may want to check it out. Good. Okay, the link worked over there. Because if you are a Grand Arena fan, I've got a whole bunch of stuff on that channel that you might be interested in. Stuff like the Grand Arena Omicron tier list, the How To Mod Guide series for building up your mod collection from scratch, all the way through advanced topics, the mod guides on characters and factions that you have asked about, and gosh, it's a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena focused podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sashaisha, and Fatal, wherein we break down our combats in the last week, in the thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1. We'll talk about how we dealt with the meta matchups of the week, our favorite attacks and defenses that we saw out there, our lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else we think that's worth sharing with you. That show is native to Spotify, but wherever you catch an episode, check the description, because there is a link that you can use to plug it into your preferred podcast program and follow us that way. Anything that you enjoyed over there on the YouTube channel, give a like, hit subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Really appreciate that. By far, the best ways to support the channel for free. Just those likes, those follows. Thank you, guys, so much. By far. Of course, if you want to go above and beyond the call of duty to support the stream, there are a few ways to do so. By the way, guys, YouTube's really been pushing me to start memberships on YouTube, so I'm about to turn that on. That'll be a new way to support the stream if you so desire. But until such time, first up is Cash App, that is $Tassenix. Next is my PayPal, which is tassenix@gmail.com. That working? Nope, that's mgale.com.
I already put all your links in chat, by the way. Also, just a reminder that Plotting and Scheming Week 3 will be live.
Yes, that is actually the plan here.
Eastern on Twitch and YouTube.
And of course, last but never least, if you want to get some advanced scouting power for yourself, early access to my content, including Plotting and Scheming, and a few other perks besides, you may be interested in checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/Tassenix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. At $5 a month, you enter the Tass House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming show, which is coming out to our general audience Friday mornings at 8 a.m., but our patrons are getting it as early as Monday or Tuesday night, depending on when we end up recording, giving you that early insight into what you want to do for the first round of the week. I also will occasionally make a patron exclusive video that you'll have at least for a month before the general public. And of course, a dedicated text and voice chat on Discord where I'm usually lurking, so pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to Andrew, Banja, Boba Isa, Deadpool Cow 28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Joan4527, Miasmal, Mus Ross, Rays Malbus, Sam Vimes, Sheepdog 47, Squed, Stark Strategy Gamer, and White Wolf. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me and to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot's a tool that I use at the very start of all of my Grand Arena streams. It's the one with the graphs giving you those easily understood, sense of your opponent's offensive and defensive tendencies. Anybody can use that tool for free to scout their opponent's last week of Grand Arena history, but only patrons can build out a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of that report with links that you can click, taking you right back into Swugga.gg or Insight, whichever you prefer to use, just helping you save a little bit more time on your scout. Alternatively, you might go for the Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili subscription, which is your #1 tool for mass mod management and loadout creation. No other tool lets you switch so easily between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid mods. You can use it like TJ and Fatal do to comprehensively remod your roster with the powerful automation feature. You can slice through hundreds of mods in seconds, help out your guild in TW, other odds and ends tucked in between. No wrong way to go at VIP Access Plus. Thank you so much to Aussie Mike, Darth Salea, Calidus Invictus, Esh Sotnikam, JJ's Dad, Frick Frack Paddywhack, I Am Arj, Mr. Tony, Shake23501, Single Malt Jedi, Snack Attack, Striker, Supermard, Trouble Fingers, and Zoltre. All right, at VIP Access Premium, that's $15 a month for the Double Bot bundle. So Patreon access for me, OmegaBot, and Hot Utils all under one subscription. Just going out and getting those bots anywhere else costs the same as this bundle. So that's why so many of my patrons say it's one of the best values in all of Swugga. Thank you so much to Argots, Bjorn, Big Ninja, Depressed Wampa, Duckstab, Darth Link, General Milan, Ibenek, Johnny B. Ottawa, Kev, Mini GK, Hills, Quig, Rawling, Saldag, Sir Boss, Sophus, Sprizzle, The Lost Swamp Rat, Wilco, and Bane. At the top of the list in Jester's Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper, a madman who pops in from time to time and drops hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies, incredibly generous support over the years. Thank you so much, sir. And Pills, who he's popped into chat here just tonight. It's been a couple weeks since we've seen him, so it's glad that he was able to join us tonight. But Pills has made a name for himself as of late, just popping into streams and going crazy. 10 subs here, 20 subs there, sometimes up on over 100. Another crazy, generous support. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Special thanks goes out to the Lost Womp Rat, one of my patrons, who's helped me set up things a little bit more efficiently for my OBS in the background and helped me get my Stream Deck up and running. So just makes life all the easier doing what I love doing with you guys here. Thanks so much, Womp. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, whether it's bringing me a drink, something to eat on stream, or just keeping our daughter from tearing the house apart while I'm trying to be the best, like no one ever was, at a phone game. Appreciate you. And of course, again, to Dagger, TJ, Sashaisha, and Fatal, my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming. Gentlemen, thank you so much for making yourselves available week in, week out to record our show. I learn from you every week, and hopefully you guys occasionally feel the same, but it's not about us. It is about the community that tunes in to listen to us. It is rare that a day goes by that I don't get some comment on YouTube, some thought, some very kind DM thanking us for something they picked up from our discussions. People are applying this, they're making it work, and that's why we're doing the show, guys. So I think we'd all agree, wouldn't change a thing. Thank you guys for being part of it. Yeah, Havoria says, let me just say, Plotting and Scheming is objectively the best Swugga podcast if you want to improve your PvP game. For anyone who is somehow in the chat and has never listened, really appreciate that, Havorius. Really do. There's, we're not the only ones out there trying to cover Grand Arena, so there are other options, and I really appreciate that. All right, let's head back over to the main scene. Appreciate you guys. Lady Geek, good night, guys. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, Kadar, thanks for watching. Yeah, Dakab, as per my plug last time, you spent $5 on dumber things. Yeah, I gotta say, anybody who knows me knows I'd happily help and answer your questions and help you about Grand Arena for free. But absolutely do love people that choose All right, are we getting a post about it, or did I miss it already about plotting and scheming live? No. We didn't make a post or anything yet, but the thing is at the end of last season for the week 3 episode, we did that first time a live recording of plotting and scheming, and you guys overwhelmingly loved it. We honestly had fun doing it too. So that's the right merging. And yeah, we intend to do that here for the week 3 wrap up. So look for us. The plan is 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday. So yeah, if you're just wrapping up your workday, you might be putting us on in the car, something like that. But that's when it's probably going to go down. Thanks for tuning in, though. Thanks, Swuggle Player. Appreciate you guys. Right there, my monitor just finished its reset sequence. And yeah, let's get ready to raid you all out. Who is yet live on... Wow, does it really not turning up the monitor? All right, making ready to roll. Right. Zareth is live on YouTube. Sending all of you guys out. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, if you want to be in touch over the off season between my streams, you know where to find me on Discord. Take care. All right, Twitch. Here we go. Making ready. There's our Zareth. Starting up the raid. So yeah, a lot of Erodiums this season. We've been lucky, I guess, the last couple seasons beforehand, maybe only having 1 or 2 in the whole season. We had a lot of them. Then we had 3 tough matchups with Herbert. I have unfinished business with him, but he is among the most difficult of opponents, and it's healthy. It's healthy for me to have people that are still very challenging for me to beat. Not the least of which being, tonight's opponent here was Sasha. So I'll let you guys know on Discord how it all ends tomorrow. We'll absolutely do. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you for tuning in all season. And until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. Real awesome. Take care.